You're driving down the interstate, keeping pace with traffic, and suddenly your engine dies. In a matter of seconds, your vehicle goes from a safe, climate-controlled bubble to a massive liability sitting on the edge of a high-speed corridor. Pulling onto that narrow shoulder puts you inches away from thousands of pounds of steel flying by at 75 miles per hour. For a daily commuter, a dead battery on the way to work means missed meetings, derailed schedules, and a cascading effect on the rest of the week. For an 18-year-old facing their first highway blowout, or an older driver trapped in a sweltering Texas summer without air conditioning, the situation escalates rapidly from inconvenient to dangerous. Even safely off the highway, a momentary distraction, like a busy parent locking keys inside the car with melting groceries, requires immediate intervention. Drivers try to plan for these moments by relying on the prepaid 1-800 number bundled with their auto insurance, aiming to avoid out-of-pocket costs. But the reality is, your exact location and the urgency of your specific demographic profile dictate exactly what survival strategy you must deploy when the engine quits. You face an immediate choice. Do you utilize the free national dispatch network provided by your insurance, or do you call a local provider directly? This chart maps out that exact dilemma. On the horizontal axis, we have wait time. On the vertical axis, physical danger. If you suffer a highway breakdown, you start in a highly vulnerable position. Every additional minute you spend sitting on that shoulder waiting for a tow truck exponentially increases your odds of a secondary collision. Your decision comes down to a harsh trade-off: the administrative convenience of a free national network versus the operational speed of paying a local expert. Most drivers default to the toll-free number printed on the back of their insurance card, expecting immediate local help. Dialing that number actually connects you to a massive corporate call center, often located entirely out of state. This flowchart reveals what happens next. The remote representative runs a manual database search to locate contracted towing companies in your zip code. They enter a negotiation phase, calling multiple garages to check availability, attempting to relay complex location details through a middleman. This fragmented communication chain leads directly to extensive arrival delays and inaccurate estimates on when help will actually show up. A dispatcher sitting hundreds of miles away relies entirely on blind GPS tracking. They don't know about current construction delays on local parkways or where the safe pull-off zones are on rural routes. You might save $100 by avoiding an out-of-pocket fee, but you pay for it with your time and safety. National networks are structurally designed to prioritize the insurance company's administrative cost savings, not your immediate physical extraction from a dangerous highway. The alternative strategy is bypassing the insurance app entirely and dialing a local fleet headquarters directly. Notice how this diagram changes when you eliminate the middleman. The massive corporate relay collapses into a single, solid line, connecting you straight to the local dispatcher. Understanding regional traffic flows and bottlenecks, they immediately route the closest recovery vehicle, drastically reducing wait times. Paying out of pocket for a local service buys back your time by bypassing the corporate relay, getting you off the roadside and into a safe environment much sooner. Sometimes drivers try to sidestep professional service costs altogether by attempting a DIY roadside fix. If you suffer a blowout on a busy interstate, attempting to manually change that tire puts your back inches away from high-speed traffic. Operating a hand jack in this environment is exceptionally dangerous. Furthermore, modern vehicles often lack a standard spare tire entirely, or the lug nuts are fastened too tightly at the factory to be removed with a basic hand wrench. This DIY urge extends to non-mechanical failures too, like the temptation to force a window open or use a coat hanger when your keys are locked inside. This technical schematic shows exactly why that is a costly mistake. Shoving makeshift tools past delicate weather stripping frequently damages electronic lock mechanisms, ruins internal seals, and leaves deep scratches in custom paint. A professional local fleet brings specialized equipment to bypass these hazards. They carry calibrated impact wrenches, precision pneumatic wedges to open doors, and highly visible hazard lights to secure the work area. Calling for a professional intervention keeps you off the road and protects your vehicle's mechanical integrity, avoiding the common pitfalls of a DIY rescue. To make the right choice, you have to sort yourself into the appropriate service tier based strictly on the context of your emergency. This scorecard reveals who to call. The local column shows commuters and seniors in traffic need direct communication and immediate safety. However, under national, if your car dies in your own driveway, trading a multi-hour wait for a free tow makes mathematical sense. Matching the severity of your emergency to the right dispatch architecture ensures your response time aligns with your actual level of physical risk. The worst possible time to evaluate these architectural trade-offs is while you are sitting on the shoulder with your hazard lights flashing. Audit your daily commuting route today. Identify the highly congested areas you travel through and assess your specific risk profile. Then pre-vet a local provider. Look for an established business with a diverse towing fleet, clear upfront pricing estimates, and 24/7 direct local dispatch. Find that trusted provider and physically store their dispatch number in your phone right now as a proactive primary safety measure. Storing a direct line to a local expert ensures you are prepared to act decisively the moment your vehicle fails.